Good morning, it's Hiker Dude Dad, and I am at Reed's Gap State Park in Mifflin County. I'm standing above beautiful Honey Creek. Let's go check this park out. Let's go. Alright, so pulled off the road here on my way to Reed's Gap State Park, and this is Big Valley Vista. Roadside pull off, that's pretty awesome. Great view, holy. I'm thinking this gap here in the foreground is marked on the map as Devil's Hole, and then this one out here in the background may be Wagner's Gap. Just trying to line up things on Google Maps to see. Just like every stream I've encountered up here on this state park swing, Honey Creek is beautiful. It is crystal clear. It is flowing. It is lively. And everything around it is green. It's April 29th. And we are in the throes of springtime. So right here, we have the confluence of Honey Creek flowing east to west, and Reed's Gap Run, which is coming down the mountain under the bridge there, but Thick Mountain is back here, and there is a big gap in Thick Mountain. That is Reed's Gap, from which the park gets its namesake. So Reed's Gap Run carved through Thick Mountain all the way down here through the park to Honey Run, and that must have been a powerful stream at one point because that mountain is thick. So natives from the village of Ohesson, today's Lewistown, use this valley as hunting grounds, and when European settlers arrived, they named the area the New Lancaster Valley. I guess I live in the old Lancaster Valley. During the mid-1800s, the park's namesakes, Edward and Nancy Reed, set up a water-powered sawmill here along Honey Creek, just inside the western boundary of the present park. Just realized that over this building, here's the gap, there's Reed's Gap. This is a great trail. It's shaded by the hemlocks and white pines, and they have laid down a nice padded carpet to walk on. All of a sudden, I've found myself on top of the ruins of the dam that the Reeds built for their sawmill. So this big wall here, they're kind of raised up. It goes down to the water, and then over there you can see stones on the other side that reflect where it stretched across. So there was a sawmill here at one point with the dam. So that probably means there was another section cut in where like the mill wheel would have been. forget what that's called, raceway or tail race or something. So the map doesn't have anything about the actual sawmill, so I'm not sure what side that was on or where that might be. And go down here, look at the front of the dam. All right, so here's all this piled up stone that formed the dam. From the front, we'll walk around. I was right up there and then it kind of dropped down. There, and then not as much on the other side, but you can definitely see where the stone was over there. All right, so they would have dammed up Honey Creek. The water would have stopped here, so the levels over there would have been raised. So yeah, they probably had some kind of a another channel coming through to put the water in, to put the water wheel in. But it was a sawmill, and you know, having a sawmill kind of led to the area being over harvested. So around 1900, after decades of logging here, the forests were gone, and Pennsylvania purchased this land from Whitmer and Sons Lumber Company, which I guess came in to replace the Reeds eventually. And part of this land then that the Commonwealth bought became Reed's Gap and Poe Valley State Parks, where I stayed last night. I'll link that video above. There's a lot of picnic pavilions here, and a lot of them have like mossy roofs. I don't know, they look like hobbit houses or something. Looks pretty awesome. Walking back on the other side of Honey Creek now. Took me away from the water just for a second, but we're gonna get back there. I see some more cascades coming up. As promised, down to the boulders and more cascades on Honey Creek. So we're back where Reed's Run intersects with Honey Creek, and there's definitely some concrete structures over there. That looks like it might have been a bridge pier or something. And then here comes Reed's Gap Run. And on the other side, I was standing right on top of that. I didn't really notice there was a whole wall over there. Interesting. Not sure if the sawmill would have been back this far, but I don't know, some kind of ruins over there. So by the late 1930s or so, the park offered stone fireplaces, tables, pavilions like we saw. That one honestly looked old enough to be from the 30s. Some playground equipment, pit toilets, and running water. The camping shower house that I went into when I got here is pretty nice. Full plumbing, shower, toilet, and actually I had a heater running in there, which is awesome. It's a little brisk this morning. There was a bandstand here, so on Sunday afternoons local bands would play for the folks, and there was, actually, I'm just reading now, there was another dam along Honey Creek. Maybe those last ruins were part of that, but the CCC had built a dam and created just a small lake here on Honey Creek for swimming. I wonder if that wasn't it right there. That's the story I'm going with. I've seen two spots here now where they have a couple logs in there as a dam. There was one just a little bit west of here, near another bridge. This is the next to the last bridge in the park from the east. There's one all the way out by a road, but I think I'm going to cross this one. This is near parking area C. I'm back at parking area B. So I'm going to take this bridge and head back. One more good look up Honey Creek here with the sun in the sky. Oh man, beautiful. Beautiful creek, nice little park. This would be a really great place to camp. Campground's right over here, so it looks like they've got spots along Honey Creek, which would be nice. So there was a spot here where they had swimming pools in 1965. They did a big development here, and they replaced that old dam that I spoke about with swimming pools. They got a new water system, the flush toilets, the bathhouse, a snack bar, maintenance building. A lot of the parking lots were constructed at that time, and but then during 2009, so about 45 years later, the pools were starting to show their age and they were removed. All right, that's it for Reed's Gap. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. What a good 6-park trip this was. This was amazing. The weather was absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for coming along. I got to get my daughter's car home and washed up before she gets home from school before I get in trouble. We'll see you next time.